Hey everyone, how is it going? I hope everyone is happy and healthy. You are in Quayzar's Customs. I am your host, Hurst Quayzar. We are doing some movie cars. Today, we are going to do the horror movie Adventures in Babysitting. Okay, so it didn't turn out that great, right? Okay, so what is Adventures in Babysitting? Well, let me first introduce you to this mod. This is a 1986 Camaro with T-tops made by Dodgecharger. So I was happy to find this, and the suggestion was from Paid to Car, who was actually when I saw this car by Dodgecharger, I was like, I gotta have a reason to build this. I gotta have a reason, not just to build it, but you have to have a reason to build it. When Pay to Car came up with a suggestion of Adventures in Babysitting, I was like, I was intrigued. So I looked it up, and sure enough, very cool. So here we are, Adventures in Babysitting. Yeah, it sounds like a real interesting movie, huh? It is one that I did see. It came out in the late 80s. Elizabeth Shue was the top actress in it, and actually, if you don't know who Elizabeth Shue is, so Elizabeth Shue is Marty's girlfriend in Back to the Future. So if you've seen Back to the Future 2 and 3, or 3, she was his girlfriend. She was also, what was his first name? LaRusso's girlfriend in The Karate Kid. Yeah. Well, she was the other guy's girlfriend, I guess, and LaRusso kind of swooned her a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, she was the girlfriend in both those movies. Now, I don't know if many other movies that she had been in that I didn't even really recognize. I actually went in and looked around. I didn't recognize a few of them. So, but when I saw that, it was like, oh, okay, McFly's girlfriend and Back to the Future um, and then LaRusso's girlfriend in Karate Kid, right? Now, she was only in the first Karate Kid. She wasn't in the second one. The second one, they kind of wrote her out of the second one. I don't know why. Probably because, they didn't have a need for her. I think LaRusso tells Miyagi that she ran off or wrecked the car. I don't know. She's just, you know, he's very distraught over the fact that she's gone, right? But hey, that's fine. Whatever. I'm good with that. Anyway, so Adventures in Babysitting. What is it all about? Well, we've got a young teenage girl who basically not really gets stood up by her boyfriend, but I guess her and her boyfriend's plans fall through for some reason, right? So she decides that she's asked to babysit these kids. So she does. And she thinks it's just going to be a nice quiet evening. Her friend Brenda calls her and says that she's stuck at a train station, or she's downtown on a train station. Some old guy's looking at her. Oh yeah, I've actually had a couple of cases here, so yeah, not a problem. So yeah, something to that nature. So they go, downtown. They have to go into the city to pick up this girl Brenda. Well, the city to them, they've never been to the city, right? And her parents, I believe, they're up on some, they're in this high-rise skyscraper somewhere having a party. I don't know what the party was for, but it was supposed to be like a Chicago film, right? But it was filmed in Toronto, Chicago, and Los Angeles. So it's all about her adventures, and oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? No, no, no. You want to sell it? No, not yet. Okay, let's get a couple of those, and a couple of those. So yeah, that's what it is. And, it's not really a bad movie. I don't think it got that great of reviews, though. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, hey. But then again, I'm not thinking the Cobra Kai series is too bad either. So, all right. So maybe my taste in movies is kind of twisted, right? Maybe. I don't know. All right, what we got here? What are these wheels? What are these wheels? We have to figure out the wheels for this thing. It is a rim 33, 18-inch rim 33. So let's go jump into the rims. Rim 33, 33, 33, 33. That's pretty close to what the Camaro wheels look like. So I think we're gonna go all 4 18s. Yep. And that will be that. Now for the 275, 45. 275, 45. So in this, we're gonna go with the sport tire for the back. We're gonna go a little bit. We're gonna go with a 295, 40. Let's see if we can stuff some meat underneath this thing, shall we? I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. Along with, you know, Pay to Car asking about, hey, can this car be in the series? He also provided me some great painting tips, actually. So we're going to see how this goes, right? So we've got, let's see, brightness of 56, eh? And we're going to go with pearl. Now this is the colors that he's saying we could go with here. So I'm going to give it a shot. All right. So we're going to go 00 and 56 pearl paint job. Boom. All right. And we're going to do this to all of the rims because this is what it's going to be. So we're going 56 and pearl. Not much of a difference, but it may be a bit more of a different look out in the garage. Actually, it's really hard in here to get a good feeling for what the paint job is going to look like because this paint shop is so bright, and then you go out into the garage, and the garage is a little darker, right? So it's kind of hard to, you know, I probably need to get some more lighting in here or something. I like these garage lights. Alright, so let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that might be alright. That might be alright. So we'll put these together as per Pay to Car, and we will just do that. Alright, let's grab some parts, shall we? Now, we made our shopping list. We checked it twice. We get a cylinder, the discs, right? Two those. Let's see, coil, rear spring. Oh, the whole axle needs to be replaced. Oh yeah, that's right, man. This whole axle. Where'd it go? It's hiding from me. I've passed it twice. Leaf spring. I'm not talking because I'm concentrating on what I'm looking at, and I can't find it. No, wait a minute. Now what? Wait a minute. Coil spring, rear drive axle. Coil spring, rear drive axle. So it should be up here, right? In the C's. Oh, there it is, right there. Duh! Dang! Absolutely ridiculous on my part. U-bolt, a couple of B shock absorbers, a couple of caps, a couple of springs, rubber bushing 2, solid drive axle, one of those, solid drive axle control arm, solid drive axle control, solid axle? Yeah, solid axle drive arm. Okay. Wheel hub 3. Alright. And we've got everything we need to do here. And we are going to get oh, wait a minute. We did forget a few things. We did forget the fuel tank. So we'll pick that up. Oh, I didn't type. Fuel tank, and then we'll pick up the Pick up the fuel pump. Of course, we will always get the fuel pump from the speed shop. I call it the speed shop. It's the power boost shop. However you want to call it. It's still the boost shop. All right. As I'm thinking on how I want to do this. Okay, so let's get busy here. I apologize, it got a little sidetracked there in the brain. Oh no, didn't want that. Oh my goodness. Did not want that. So what was I saying here? What was I saying? Oh, Elizabeth Shue. Elizabeth Shue had to part, and she was, Larissa's girlfriend and Marty McFly's girlfriend. Wow, right? She's been all over. Anyway, but yeah, this Camaro by chance, if you want to know where this Camaro came from, this is the boyfriend's Camaro. I forget what his name was, but this is the Camaro. This particular Camaro that was in the movie was actually his Camaro, the actor's Camaro. It was his Camaro. He convinced the director. The director's name is Chris Columbus, by the way. Convinced the director to use his own car. So guess what? He was able to use his own car in the movie. And you'll see by the license plate, the license plates were the same. Were actually on his car when they filmed the movie. They were actual plates. So that's kind of crazy. You'll see when we get to it what the plates were. Oh, I didn't pull those off yet. All right. Yeah. So Elizabeth Shue. Not a whole lot of other movies that I remember. However, you would have thought this would have been a great jumping point off for their career. Does that look all right? Maybe if I went, the hang on. I think I'm going to leave it the way it is because it's kind of like a stock vehicle. So I think I'm just going to go with it. I was thinking maybe go with a 20-inch and go with a lower profile tire. I think it would look really awesome with it because I mean it's a IROC Z28 Camaro, and that's the way I think they should. It's I don't know. It's how I envision them anyway. So as I was saying, Chris Columbus, first directing debut, I believe it was, I read. And they were the screenwriter. He or she, I don't know, Chris Columbus, it could be a guy or a girl. They were the screenwriters for Goonies and Gremlins. Yes, Gremlins. You remember we did the yellow Volkswagen of the Gremlins, so yeah. I really want to. Let's see. Let's lower this puppy down. Let's take a look. I mean, I really feel like it should be a thinner profile tire on these. I like how wide it is, though. Definitely like how wide it is. I'll keep going on. Moving on. Let's drain off this garbage. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah. Okay, let's sell off parts that are less than 89%. That works for me. All right. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, well, this is the shoe. This part in this movie was actually offered to quite a few people, and a lot of people went out for it. I think I read Michelle Pfeiffer went out for it. Valerie Bertinelli went out for it. I mean, like, holy crap! There was quite a few. What was the other girl's name? Oh, the woman's name. I'm trying trying to pull my memory back so I can remember some of this stuff. I remember Michelle Pfeiffer. I remember Valerie Bertinelli. Dang, I can't remember. But anyway, I'm like looking through the list of females that were up for the lead role. Some of them requested the lead role and was turned down, and others tried out for the lead role and were turned down. And Elizabeth Shue won it. And it's amazing because you think of all the actresses that had actually tried out for this part. You would think that Elizabeth Shue would have had a bigger career than what she's had. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's living the high life somewhere. I don't know. You know, I think that's what I would be. I would kind of be like, you know, knock off a couple movies, you know, make a few mil, chill for a while, and maybe just drop out of the spotlight. Because, I mean, it's got to be annoying to live in the spotlight, right? You got the paparazzi around you all the time. You know, you don't have any privacy whatsoever. So I would think it would, you know, for me, hey, oh, did you hear that? That did not sound good. And that's what it was. It was the cross member. Oh my gosh. 255/45. So I am going to do it the 255/45s on the front of this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the 255/45s. So I'm going to keep it like that. Oh my. Would have really loved to have put a nice low profile tire on this car. Maybe if I find one, maybe I'll find one in my Rot to Rad series with some low miles on it. This one was a shocker. This one, I pulled this one out, right? This one was 119 out of the junkyard. So yeah, I was happy to pull this one out of the junkyard when I found it. And honestly, I had found it. Oh, just moments after Pay to Car had suggested the car. So awesome. I like this car. I had a friend of mine that had one of these cars. It was an 86 or an 89. Might have been an 89. It could have been an 86. Anyway, one of these cars, white, blue. Oh my gosh. I enjoyed driving that car. Yeah, I enjoyed driving that car. It was quite fun. Let's go ahead and knock out these shocks first, because you know that's going to have to happen. Got the tires. All right, let's bebop into. Let's clear off my list. Hop into the inventory. Brakes. Brake calipers are in bad shape. Dang, that cross member, sway bar. Yeah, got those, got a couple of those, and a couple of those. I think we are golden. All right, off into the, let's see, okay, let's get a shopping list. Ventilated discs, pads, front axle cover, cross member, jeez, whole cross member underneath there. Inner outer tie rods, rubber bushings. I believe we need 8 of these for this type of a setup. A-links, steering rack, bearings and caps. So yeah. So have you ever done any repair work to a car? Oh, let's do this before it gets stupid on me. Let's sell off all my old parts. Okay, so these bearings right here, these wheel bearings, right? If you've ever rebuilt front suspension with these bearings, how did you get grease? How did you pack the grease into those bearings? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I was taught by my dad how to repack these bearings, right? And basically what you did was you took a handful of grease, you put it in the palm of your hand, and then you scraped the bearing into the palm of your hand as hard as you could, packing the grease into the needle bearings that are in there, because you have a bunch of needle bearings in there. And you kept doing it. And you kept doing it until you saw grease come out of the other side. So here we go. This bearing right here, right? This wheel bearing. So this looks like it's a sealed bearing. All the ones I've messed with were not sealed, trust me. So you would scrape it to where you'd push the grease into the bearing right here, and you'd keep doing it all the way around until you saw grease come out the other side. That's basically how I was taught to do bearings. Obviously, I was impatient because I did do bearings on a 78 Blazer one time, and yeah, epic fail on that one. I burnt the bearings out pretty quick on that. It was a fail mode easily. So yeah, that is something that it takes a lot of patience to do, no doubt. So if you've done wheel bearings that way, please let me know. If you do them a different way, hey, let me know that too. It's always nice to get another perspective on how to do that stuff. Alright, let's get this puppy. I'm starting to get a little anxious here. Getting, you know, I'm on the road now, and I'm getting texts and phone calls out the wazoo. First of all, it was from my boss. I mean, holy crap. It's after working hours, bro. But it's good. I like my boss, so, you know, it's all good. Wait a minute. I don't have an arm? I don't have a lower suspension. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Lower suspension arm. It's down here. It's down here, Hurst. It's down here. Lower suspension arm. Lower suspension arm. There we go. Alright, lower suspension arm is in place. I got all the bushings though, right? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So yeah, that is my big story on how to repack front bushings. I'd love to hear your, I guess that would be my backyard mechanic way of doing things, how I was taught. So I'd love to hear your backyard mechanic way of doing things. I got another one for you. Chevrolet, old points and distributor system, right? I don't remember the exact measurement, but it's the same measurement as a matchbook cover. So if you don't have a set of feeler gauges with you, and you need to set the points on your Chevrolet, use a matchbook. Yep, another backyard tip for you right there. Alright, now to get at the engine. Alright, so we are going to yank this bad boy out. But in the meantime, we're going to do, the obvious here. We're going to take care of all the incidentals inside here. We'll yank the motor out. And let's see, can we repair this stuff here? Yeah, we repaired all that. That's great. We'll go over here, jump on the battery tester. As you notice, I don't have another card in the third bay here. I haven't found one to replace any of the ones that I've had in the in my parking levels right now. So once I do, that bay will get full because that is what I use it for. Is any movie card that I find that is lower than 150,000 miles, and I've had to use one that was above 150. Yeah, I will get it. I will bring it into the shop. I will swap it all around. Alright, that is out. Let's go ahead and strip the Camaro down. All the pieces. We're just going to strip it all down. Take this off. Take this off. Take the trunk off. I think that's it, right? I don't know if there's going to be anything there. No. Alright, so let's go grab the welder. No, I'm a dork. Yes. Grab the welder. Yeah, it looks like the welder, doesn't it? Looks like some of the welders I mess with. That's why I get so confused. Alright, clean the body up. Clean the interior out of all the rats. Yeah, nice looking clean interior right there. Yeah. Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the body shop and go ahead and pick up. Well, hang on. What's going to differentiate this from the other Camaro? Let's go 1986 Z28. Why don't we do that? Hopefully that is enough to. Hopefully that's enough of a search. 1986. Maybe that would be enough. 1986. I don't have many 86 of things in here. Shouldn't be anyway. No. What's going on here? 1986. Search. Well, that didn't do it. Okay. What about Z28? Okay, that goes with the older one as well, because I do have an older mod in here, but that's okay. And then we have 46 Z28. That's alright. No. None of those parts are. Oh my. This is going to be fun. Okay, Camaro. This is going to be even more fun because I've got so many different Camaro parts and pieces in here. I don't know what to do with. Let's see. 1990. That is the other. That is the other mod that he has. 1990. So where is this one? Is the Camaro front bumper? Man, I don't know. I need to have that Camaro. Then you have the newer Camaros. Okay, so 1990. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss of. This is the 25th. Okay, 25th anniversary. So this is okay. That's the part anyway. So maybe it's these right here. Rear 2, 3, 4 doors. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. front door B, front door B. Those are the anniversary. That's the anniversary edition. Front window. I don't know what these rears are, but we're going to find out. I think I'm going to go with the first front end. Side skirts. The doors. I don't know what these skirts are. Fender, fender B. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so there's two different ones. Okay, I got it. That hood. I want regular headlights and normal tail lights on this. Mirror. Bumper. Fender, fender D. Right fender. I don't know what these are. Fender D. I have no idea. That's the headlights. DC's looking at me going, look, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And that's Camaro SS. So, okay. So, I am going to wing it at this point. Let's see what we have here. Trunk? No. Rear bumper? Got that. Taillights? I mean, yeah, I think those are the taillights for that. Beautiful thing. Okay, door. So we've got two doors here. We got this one. It says Z28. I think that's the one I want to put on there. Hopefully I got the right ones. Headlights. They look a little funny, but that's all right. Front window. Mirror. Okay, so these are the T-tops. Oh, that's a solid. Okay, that's a solid. Hang on. You know, I don't know if he had T-tops in that bad boy or not. But I think I'm gonna put T-tops in this, right? I'm thinking so. I think it deserves T-tops. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we're gonna put those on there. I'm assuming it's that one. Yeah. Okay. So that. Window. Mirror. Okay. I need the trunk. Do you need anything up front? I don't think so. Need the trunk. All right. Trunk it is. I don't know. Did I miss it altogether? That's rear bumper. Fender, 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 fender. Yeah, I don't see trunk on here. So the trunk for this one is the rear window. No. So I don't know. What parts do I got? Rear 2, rear. Chevrolet Camaro trunk D. Chevrolet Camaro trunk D. Chevrolet Camaro trunk RS. It's hidden down here somewhere. That's what it is. That's why. I gotta go with the trunk D. See, it's still the SS. There we go. Trunk. So this is for the drag. Trunk D. We went trunk D here. Okay. I don't think this one had. Let's check this one out, and we're going to check out this one. I want that think that we did have a spoiler on the back of this one. So I think it's, yeah, maybe. So we're going to put the spoiler on it. Let me take a look here real quick for the windows. Let's go for the windows here. How can I differentiate those? I can't really. I think it's going to be rear window, so it's going to be down RS. Should be Camaro RS. There's SS, SS, SS. This is tragic, people. Absolutely tragic. (2015) back window, trunk D, C, trunk D. So I'm gonna get, I already got that one, but I gotta find the rear glass. Okay, so I don't know what this badge is here. 25th anniversary. So we don't want that on there. It's not a 25th anniversary. So we will go with the plain one. And what is that called? That is called, oh, that's the 20th. They've got the 20th anniversary. Okay, so I'm going to have to, let's go back up here. Right, 25th anniversary. Left door window, right door window. Oh, man. Hang on, hang on. What does this say? DC window trunk. Okay, so it's a little messed up. All right. Give me a second, and I need to go mess around with the files a little bit. I will be right back. Okay, so hopefully I've got these pieces fixed. Let's go back in here. Let's go into the body shop and see what we can find. Now, well, what I had to do was go into the configurations and match up the pictures with the body parts. And so that's what I had to do. And it took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. So hopefully I've got it all matched up. Okay, that says 1990. Oh, I don't have the right fender. Oh, that's on the other. That's on the other one. Okay, so shoot, Camaro window rear. Yeah, those are not matching up. I got some of the parts in that were not there, so I'll have to go back in and take a look. Right, fender D. Yeah, so I have to. I got some of them. I got most of them anyway. I did get most of them. Let's go trunk window. Trunk window. This is a body detail. Chevrolet Camaro body B. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to grab it anyway. Let's see. So we should be able to trunk window. Yes. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that needs to be on there. What are we sitting at as far as the body condition? 95%. It tells me everything but the license plates and the seats. Alright, so I don't know what the body D or any of that is. Tell you what, let's lower you down. We're going to move you back over here. Gotta push it back around because I don't have a. Okay, so there's no body. There's nothing in there for the body. Alright. Okay, cool. Coolio. Let's pick up. I'm gonna have to fix the rest of these. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm sure it's just a thing of it has to match perfectly, right? It has to match perfectly, otherwise it just they don't show up right. So seats are going to have to be 11 Ds, a couple of these, and steering wheel. Yeah, there we go. I think that's going to be it. Alright, I think that is just about, what's that say down there? 5.7 tune port injection. Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah, right. Alright, we need something to motivate this car down the road. And this thing did come with the dual. Yeah, see, I got a whole lot of parts here. Alright, let me clear out my stuff here. Maybe some of those parts he didn't use. I don't know. But they were, they had pictures. I tried to match everything up. So, or maybe it's for one of the other cars. So one of the other body configurations, which is very likely. It's very likely. So let's go find the twin carb V8, which is that one right there. Honestly, well, I say honestly, I would think that this would be a no-brainer for me. However, we all know how that goes, right? So we're going to jump right into it, and we are going to nail it. Okay, so first our cams. We need to find our cam, overhead cam. Overhead valve cam. There we go. Cam we're going to get from the shop. None of those caps. Nope, no, just carburetors. I am going to use a couple of those for the distributor. Crankshaft. Crankshaft overhead valve. 3 caps. Crank pulley. Now those, we definitely need an engine block to build this all in. The heads we'll get from the speed shop. Rocker covers or valve covers, as they might say, as you might call them. Get those. Exhaust we'll get it from the speed shop. None of that. None of that. Don't need a roller. Don't need any of that. All those are coming from the speed shop. It's a dual carburetor, but that is in the speed shop, so we are going to pick that bad boy up. Yeah, enough playing around with that. Oil filter, oil pan, 8 rings. Pistons we'll get from the speed shop. Power steering pump we'll get from the speed shop. Fan, we got that. Rockers, of course, need those. Rod caps, we need 8 of those. The filter we're going to get from the speed shop, but we need the base and the cover. For the belts, they're the basic belts. The overhead valve A, overhead valve B. Spark plugs we're going to get. Starter we're going to need. Got that. Timing chain. Got that. Cover. Timing chain cover. Bada bing, bada boom. Push rods, 16 of those. Water pump pulley. Now to the speed shop. I'm going to pick up the alternator. Camshaft. 2 carbs. Oh, let's go ahead and get the gearbox. We'll get that, and get that. The heads. 2 of those. Exhaust. 2 of those. Fuel filter, of course. Coil. Distributor cap and rotor, or what we call the bug. Wires, that dual plane carb. Yes. Got to pick that up. 8 pistons, power steering pump, air filter, spark plugs. And I think that is it, boys and girls. Let's get to building. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get to building. There we go. Gonna get as much of this done up as possible, as quickly as possible. We weren't going to use the old engine out of it. Probably could have. Considering how much the car wasn't in that bad a shape, right? So we probably could have. Let's get the chain. Let's get the distributor on here. And I always, all these cars, I always do the distributor first to try to get this, because once you do this, you'll see where the pins are, or the clips. Get them on real super easy. Otherwise, you'll forget them. Much like bushings in the suspension, man. You'll forget those too. Easy. Easy to forget those. Crankshaft pulley. And fan. So the front end of the engine is done, right? So let's flip this bad boy over. Let's build the bottom end, shall we? There for a minute I was like, oh wait a minute, did I get the rings? But I did get the rings. So I don't know what much else I could talk about of this movie. The guy that played the boyfriend, he was a jerk in the movie, and I think he had, I think I read somewhere in like the Wikipedia or something that he had some bum on the street saying, "Hey, you're the jerk that was in that movie." So he was like asking his, their people, their managers, or what they call them. Asked him, hey, is this ruining my career by playing jerks in all these movies? And I think he was told, nah, you'll be fine. It's called typecasting. You start doing certain movies, and you're always that certain persona in all those movies, and next thing you know, you're typecasted as that. If you're always a horrible person on film, just the bad guy, then you're always portrayed as the bad guy. If you're portrayed as the funny guy, you're always the funny guy. So it's one thing, like for Robin Williams, he's like a funny guy. It was kind of hard for him to, even though he had funny moments in some of the films, like Good Will Hunting, he does an excellent job of being a serious actor. So yeah, I kind of feel bad for, getting typecasted, but hey. Look at Susan Lucci. Susan Lucci has done nothing but General Hospital, right? That's all she's known for. I don't know her name in the series. I just know that she's played, in General Hospital forever. Only because, I mean, who doesn't know Susan Lucci by now? I mean, she was like one of those people, one of those actresses that was really good, but never won anything. She was always beat out by other people. I think the ballots were rigged, to be quite honest with you. I think they had a thing against Susan Lucci. I think maybe she was probably a bitter old woman backstage or something, and people just didn't like her. I would bet. But anyway. So yeah, he had some bum on the side of the street saying, "Hey, you're the jerk from that movie." Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyway, with the Adventures of Babysitting, so they go into let's get back to the movie here. She does go into town, and it's all the adventures in town. You know, something happens to the truck. She runs into a truck driver, or the tow truck driver. The little girl loves Thor, right? Loves Thor, and fun fact: she was supposed to, in the screenwrite, she was supposed to like He-Man and She-Ra. If you know who those, if you're any of the comic book type persons, you know who He-Man and She-Ra is. But they rewrote it for her to like Thor because one of the writers or one of the producers was big into Marvel Comics, so that's why Thor was wrote in. Wonder what that little girl thinks of Thor of this time frame now. I have to say, I wasn't really into the Marvel comics at all, and what really got me hooked, the first movie that got me hooked was Iron Man. Iron Man got me hooked, no doubt, with all those Marvel. I'm not a big Spider-Man, so you're off. All right. Oh wait. Oh, there he is. I have a tendency of cleaning up after myself before I'm completely done with things. Are you like that? Nope, I don't have an engine in the car, so let's put the new one in. Yeah, that's an idea. We'll put oil in it before I forget. And we'll get this out of the way. Close you up. Now let's lift you up. We are going to pick up at the booth shop here. We definitely need 2 middle mufflers and 2 end mufflers. I think what we're going to end up doing, I think those are C's, I think, exhaust. I believe this was a C. Also, let's go ahead and pick up the gear shop. We'll go ahead and pick up a gearbox. I've got the drive shaft. I think we should be golden. Okay, are those C's? Nope. Figures. But they don't have the A, B, or C, so maybe I can pick them up in the speed shop. Let's scroll back up here. Uh-oh, we just boosted a little more horsepower out of this thing. Yes. Yeah, now we got the custom pipe jobs going on here. Right. All right, now let's put a set of license plates on her. And this is what it is. This is the cool part. Is when he used his own car, he used his own plates too. So that in itself was cool, and it is this plate, Illinois plates, land of Lincoln. So his plates were so cool. Oh my gosh, that's just it just cracks me up. All right, so cool it is. Normal? Okay, there we go. Alright, we should be 100% across the board, and we are. Next up is the paint booth. Now, I believe... I'm going to take a quick look here, but I believe our color here shall be... It needs to be red. As bright as possible. Our saturation... Wait a minute, saturation is 0? No, it can't be, right? I think it's that right there. That looks about right. Let me do a quick internet check. And let's see, adventures. And babysitting. Camaro. And search I shall. You know, there's not too many pictures of that Camaro, to be honest with you. Alright, so let's see here. So it is a Z28. Doesn't have the 5.0 fuel injection in it, but it does. I have to go back and change the trunk. So let's change the trunk out. All right, and the rear window. So now that I've seen that, I thought it was going to be really super cool, and I was totally not. So trunk 3, I think that's the one. Rear, don't know what that is. Rear window 1. Don't know. I need actually, you know, this is as close as I'm going to get it, I believe. Is that one right there? Oh, wait a minute. Am I in the right? I may not even be in the right grouping. Let's see. Yeah, Chevrolet Camaro trunk. Chevrolet. Yeah, I'm in the wrong group. Chevrolet Camaro. Oh, S. We're gonna go down to here. Here we go. Trunk. So we're gonna have to go with. Actually, it's more like this one right here. The third taillight is up in the rear end here, or up in the window. So we're gonna have to get the rear windows here. We'll figure out which windows these are, and then we'll go from there. So we're gonna go with the regular trunk. Yep, because it's just basic. And then trunk window. Guess it's the only window I have available to me. Trunk window, huh? Window rear 2. I have no idea. Trunk 3, trunk 4, trunk 2. We tried trunk 2. See what that one is. It's 4. What's 2? No, we don't want that one. So, and trunk 4 is about the same. I don't know. Alright, we're going to have to go with the regular trunk window. We're going to have to go with that one. So, the one in the movie actually has a third light up there at the top, unfortunately. And I may not even have the right Camaro, to be honest with you. Oh well. This is about as close as I'm going to be able to get. I believe front end matches up pretty dang good. Alright, we are going to paint her up. So we were going to go, the hue's going to be 0, saturation is going to be 100, our brightness is going to be laying right at about 50. There we go. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going to stick with. So there we go. Nice, clean Adventures in Babysitting Camaro. Let's dyno this bad boy. Let's see what happens. So many parts on this car that I could do so many different things with. I cannot wait to find another one of these. I just cannot wait. Alrighty, looks like we are hitting about 419 and 536 pounds of torque. Wow, wow, wow. Thought I was going to get a little bit more than that, but I guess not. Alright, well there we go. Adventures in Babysitting. Awesome looking Camaro by dodgecharger. Thanks for the idea from Pay to Car, and there we go. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel to get more of these cool builds. Alright, until next time, keep customizing out there. Have fun, stay happy, stay safe. I will see you the next time. Here's Quayzar saying goodnight, and I'm out.